a much longer run this afternoon. I'm 12 minutes in to what will end up being about a half an hour for me. And it's hot, that sun. But no, I was just listening to a recommended debate called The Heat. Talked about the current situation happening in the world. And to be honest with you, I can't believe anyone would have listened to that for an hour, because it was agenda driven, agenda dictated, 1 hour time limit. Everybody speaks for a certain amount of time. Typical setup debate bullshit, which is what we're programmed to get emotional over. Kind of like me even talking about this now briefly. But it's really, for me, the vindication that the only thing that works now is when you have somebody who's a expert of sorts, or at the very least an expert host on a long form podcast or a long form recording with other experts to really hash it out with not a lot of controlled interruption, and certainly not when somebody from the side that they don't agree with gets cut short. They also weren't prepared with the studies that they kept referring to. So yes, to go on CNN or NBC or Fox or any other major news outlet and to think you're going to get the truth centered around some kind of debate is flat out silly and a waste of your time, my time, or anyone else's time. I would start looking for, if you really want to know the if you really want to know the truth about any of this, you're going to have to start looking at the data for yourself. Whether you believe agencies are lying to you or not, start cross-referencing them with all the other agencies that are compiling randomized controlled trials. Meta-analysis centered around the topics that you're interested in. And then listen to a podcast of sorts where they're going over these particular subjects and studies that you're interested in. Yeah, so it's 90 degrees on Friday afternoon. It's actually a much easier run than last night's, and a much easier run when those times that I say it's not optimal for me. My pace is slow, probably running about a 10-minute mile, but we'll see what happens. This will end up being about a 3-mile run.